Hello everyone, welcome to a second royal reading today at MadWorldTarot. It's a lovely Saturday afternoon where I am, and we are looking today at Meghan and money matters. And I've already looked at her investment portfolio, which has just been added to with that hair care brand. And now I'm looking at American Riviera Orchard again, because we heard a week or so ago that Netflix is in charge of merching of American Riviera Orchard. Basically, they've taken over this brand, according to a story in the Daily Mail, and they are, well, Meghan is hoping to flog the brand, to quote, in the mall, two mega malls to be precise, in the United States, one in Dallas, one in Philadelphia. And this is part of the Netflix house brand. This is a new concept that Netflix is rolling out. And this is tie-ins to successful Netflix series like Stranger Things, Bridgerton. And the thinking is that they're going to get people off the couch, out the house and to the mall to participate in these experiences adjacent to these popular shows and spend some money at the mall. According to the Sidley twins, nobody goes to the mall anymore, and these are pretty old and stale shows that they are trying to do this to. So I don't know, that's what they had to say about it. Quite a funny video that I watched the other day, but apparently this is the deal. And we hear from this Daily Mail story that Meghan's unnamed cookery show is done. It's in the can. It's going to be streamed on Netflix early in 2025. So we all have that to look forward to, allegedly. And the brand is going to be rolled out at the same time. She's going to sell homeware, china, glasses, jam, of course, and rosé, among other things, dog bowls, dog leashes, necklaces, I don't know what, I'm being snarky. Oh, also a cookbook, which might be more of a lifestyle guide based on this notion of affordable elegance. So there you have it. You will be able to go to the first Woman of Style if you want to make your house beautiful like a mudslide mansion, and cook like Meghan cooks. We've all seen that burger grilling video. I wish I hadn't, but I did see it, unfortunately for me. That is my opinion, of course. There is a slight problem, a slight fly in not the ointment but the jam. And the fly in the jam is that there has been a trademark protest against American Riviera Orchard, a very serious one, which might derail the whole thing or mean that Meghan will have to rebrand a brand that so far is nothing but a name, a very silly name too, also in my opinion. So there is that problem. So we're going to have a look at this. I've waffled enough. I still have the Tarot of the Golden Wheel on the tarot table. It's a good money tarot, and of course she desperately needs money right now, I would say. Her future does look rather uncertain, and the fact that her husband has been out of her picture for a good few months now, allegedly. And so we're going to have a look and see expectations for this Netflix and Meghan. And we're going to look at the cookery show. How's that? Where is it? Is it ready? Is it ready to go? There's been a lot of doubt around that. It was allegedly finished in July. No sign of it so far, and all kinds of rumors and trouble around it, allegedly. But we're going to ask, is it really going to stream? How's it going to do? Same with the jam and the rosé and the dog bowls and the necklaces and the dog leads and all of that stuff. Doormats with your own little coronet on it if you want that on your doormat. And we're going to ask where that brand is and how it's going to go, how it's going to do, and then outcome. So we're going to start with expectations of Netflix and Meghan, and then we're going to look at outcome for Netflix and Meghan 2025, the year that the Netflix deal expires. A lot of people are saying that this is just Meghan trying to manifest the power of magical thinking, and that no such thing is going to happen. But I have seen signs of this deal around in readings that I've done that possibly Ted Sarandos is still trying to squeeze some juice out of this rather bitter lemon. And maybe we will. It would be a wish come true for this humble tarot reader to see Megan's cookery show. I just would love every minute of it. So that's my personal opinion. And of course, this is just tarot for fun and entertainment. It's all my opinion. It's all speculation. Just read energy here. And disclaimer in the box below. What are we dealing with? We're dealing with temperance. And it's in reverse. That's impatience. And I think we are all impatient for when is this going to launch? When are we going to see the cooking show? The much, I was going to say lamented, but no, lauded, not the wrong word. But anyway, the cooking show we've been promised. Where is it? We're impatient to know. And where is the jam? We would all like to try it. Not really. I wouldn't personally want to try it, all the dog biscuits or any of those things. None of the edibles, thank you. Certainly not for me. But I'm impatient to see the cookery show. That I will say. It could also be that Netflix is impatient to get this done with. And that's why maybe they're going to roll this out in this Netflix house thing. And so when you're having the Bridgerton experience, the jam that will be served will be Megan's strawberry jam. Or is it going to be raspberry? And what else? Who also is impatient? Megan herself could be impatient. When are you going to make me rich? By streaming my wonderful cooking show and showing me in the garden with friends having this marvelous life that she tells us all she's having. So there you have it. Underlying energy, actual situation we're dealing with today. Heart of the reading. What are we dealing with? We're dealing with the Hermit in reverse. Harry energy. The Hermit, of course. There's the has-been. Far, far away. Virgo energy, so that's why it's the has-been card if you don't know, and it's major arcana for Virgo. It's retired, it's out of sight, it's disappeared energy. The Hermit, it's gone off to have a big think. The Hermit goes into the desert, into the wilderness, or up in a cave, up in the Himalaya to have a big think, and then come back down with wisdom to impart to us mere mortals. In reverse, there is an energy around the reversal that he really has disappeared. To the extent that she might not even know where he is on a day-to-day basis. That's quite weird. He's definitely disappeared from all of this. He's not part of American Riviera Orchard. I doubt we will see him in the cooking show. I doubt we will see the children in the cooking show or any of their so-called mutual friends and family. Do they have mutual family or actual family between them? Not really. So he's kind of gone from the picture. She also has gone from the picture and needs to come back, which is Hermit in reverse for her energy, coming back from this away time where she's disappeared from our screens in the sense of where are her projects and what's going on. We had the video, the launch of American Riviera Orchard, sort of the afternoon of Catherine's announcement of her cancer diagnosis, and then nothing. Well, the jam, the bit of jam that we saw. So expectations, Netflix first, what are they hoping for of this situation? We've got the Five of Swords in reverse. Embattled energy, it's conflict, fighting, and it's victory, and in reverse defeat. They are defeated. They feel that they're absolutely flogging a dead horse with all of this. It's a lost cause. Give up, surrender, can't do it anymore. But I also feel that there's been lots of nagging and threats and conflict in the background that they just want to end, so that they can move on from this situation of conflict with Megan. I'm getting the sense that there have been maybe even lawyers involved and contractual disputes, because it's a card of disputing about something, and they just want it to end. They want the conflict to end. They want, if there have been lawyers, that's the energy that I'm getting in my opinion, and threats and those kinds of things, which would explain this temperance in reverse as well, conflict energy as well, when the card of patience and goodwill and harmony is in reverse, disharmony. They want that to just go away. They want her to go away. They want this whole thing to be over. They have zero expectation of it doing well. Maybe they'll be pleasantly surprised. We'll find out over here. Her expectations, Megan's, allegedly. of course. Ace of Swords. This is a bold and decisive move. She thinks, this is it. Finally, I'm getting the clear. The starting gun goes off, bang, with that Ace of Swords. And finally, I have clarity about my brand, about the situation. What's it going to be called? What's it going to actually entail? It's all up to Netflix, according to this article in the Daily Mail. None of it is her work. Allegedly, all up to them. She's been waiting and waiting and waiting, and now the sword is up. Now the moment of truth has come, and it's got a fighting energy to it, that Ace of Swords. Again, I'm getting the notion that there have been lawyers' letters, there have been threats, there has been insistence. This is my personal opinion, reading the energy, and I'm quite strident right now. You can hear in my voice, so I'm in that insistent energy of this must happen now. And so she is more than optimistic, she's determined. So let's look at the cooking show, and where is it? What's it standing right now? Is it ready to go? Is it all good? Is it, yeah, fresh start. There it is, the Fool. That's a new beginning. So it looks like it's ready to launch, literally, because the Fool's about to jump off that cliff, that leap of faith. Here I go. And so she's ready to launch. Interesting. Because I have seen in the past, not ready, big problems, maybe never happen. But so far it looks with that Fool energy, here it comes. This is her launching herself into the unknown with this. This is her big moment. I might have to resubscribe to Netflix. And how's it going to do? It might be a lot of hate watching, of course. Knight of Wheels, very well. Very well, a good showing, a good support for it with that Knight of Wheels. As I say, my sense in here is that it might get a lot of eyes on it, but they might not be there for the right reason, but it will still get notice and attention and steady kind of viewing figures. And who could resist? Really, who could resist? So that's interesting. It looks like it's all systems go with the cooking show now. So this Daily Mail story might not be complete rubbish. It might not be magical thinking from Megan. It might actually be ready to go. I just want to say something as well with that Fool card. I'm getting strange Portugal vibes from it. Don't you think? Where the has-beens allegedly have bought that new mansion in Portugal, which according to somebody is an actual mansion. I can't remember who I saw. It's not off-plan like the rest of that estate. It might actually be bricks and mortar rather than just some mosquito-infested scrubland. And no disrespect to any Portuguese people watching it. Looks like a very beautiful part of the world, but apparently quite a difficult place to live because of mosquitoes. So I don't know, never been. The actual launch of American Riviera Orchard, or whatever she has to call it, because it looks like she won't be able to call it American Riviera Orchard. No tragedy as far as I'm concerned. Where is it now? The brand. Now we've got the sun in reverse. This is all hope is lost with the sun in reverse. This is the bad news. The absolute calamity that the copy of the trademark issue protest has been. It's all a mystery. It's all a question, doubt. The sun is clarity. The sun illuminates. The sun reveals all. Ready to be launched on us. We're all waiting. We're all desperate to see what she's going to sell. Well, I am. We all, not really. Me, I am. But the sun in reverse, very gloomy, very depressed, not clear at all what's going on. And obviously this trademark protest has derailed things, and it is not looking hopeful at all for American Riviera Orchard or whatever. So if the has-been is captive in the basement, making jam, licking those labels, tying those little Hessian hats on the jam, then has-been might be wasting his time. But let's see if it's going to do well. Is it going to be launched at these Netflix house events at these 2 mega malls and do spectacularly well? A run on the jam? Ten of Wands, not really. This is a burden. This is something that just gets more and more difficult as time goes by. Ten of Wands, that you would actually like to let go and pretend never happened. So I don't think that American Riviera Orchid is ready to launch. And if it ever sees the light of day, that's not seeing the light of day, literally, the sun in reverse. If it ever sees the light of day, it's going to get more and more difficult to keep the momentum going. She's shedding numbers on her Instagram account, and lots of people speculate that mostly it was bots that were bought, and slowly they're sort of fading away. I don't know how bots work, if that's true, and if you buy them for a certain time, or what the issue is, but she's down to about 600,000 now, and absolutely nothing to be seen on her Instagram account many months after its launch. And this looks like it's just a heavy burden. If it's Netflix that's having to carry the weight of this, then it's a burden for Netflix that they are at some stage going to put down. Tens are endings. This is the end of the road for American Riviera Orchid. If it doesn't see the light of day in the next few months, if it does terribly badly at these Netflix house events, that's it. That is the end of American Riviera Orchid. But the cooking show looks like it could actually do quite well. It could keep showing. I don't think because it's going to be wonderful. I think it's because people are just fascinated watching it for the wrong reasons. That's my personal opinion about it. I mean, maybe she's the next Nigella. Who knows? We will have to keep tabs on that. Outcome. We've looked at expectations. Netflix is, oh, please, let this be finished and done with, and let us move on. My time is now. Outcome for Netflix. Four of Swords in reverse. It's a card of defeat, the Four of Swords, and wanting to slink away and lick your wounds. But unfortunately for Netflix, now isn't the moment for them to be able to shut this all down and quietly disappear from the deal. They're going to have to keep showing up in this deal, even though every moment that they show up is another kind of a wound or humiliation with that Four of Swords, because it's a going away into your cave, your lair, to lick your wounds and heal and think about what happened and when can you ever show your face again. Here we've got someone who's disappeared and needs to show their face again, the situation. And they really don't want to, but they're going to have to, because they're contractually obligated to do this. But every time they do it, it's going to be like another wound to their reputation. Very interesting. What about Megan? How's she going to do out of this deal? It looks like the cooking show is coming. How's it going to go for her? Seven of Cups in reverse. Some illusions are going to be shattered as this unfolds in the next few months. Seven of Cups. That's the card of, it's a very optimistic card, the Seven of Cups, because it's about thinking you still have all these opportunities, you still have all those cups available to you, chances, doors that could open. You don't even have to knock, you just have to manifest with your mind, and the door opens to a new wonderful reality. And it's all a bit pie in the sky, it's all a bit unrealistic, deluded. And in reverse, it's that bucket of cold water over her. Oh no, what she thought was going to be so magnificent turns out to be quite bruising, quite jarring, quite shocking, even in the way those doors slam closed and the way maybe she gets criticized, and maybe nobody buys that jam, and maybe Netflix says go away and never contact us again when the contract is up. So it does not look good. But that's interesting. That cooking show looks like it might do quite well. I'm going to clarify what sort of that Knight of Wheels. I'm not getting Harry energy. I normally would say that's Harry energy in it, but I just want to clarify that Knight of Wheels. So why is it going to get that energy of this could go on? Maybe there's going to be a new season even of it. Could do quite well. What's going on? Wheel of Fortune. This really could do very well. And it's interesting that I get the sense that Netflix is very unhappy about this, and she's not going to be pleased about something. But at the same time, it's going to be very fortunate, the Wheel of Fortune. So I think it's going to really do well. And as I say, I think it's because people are going to just watch it. They're going to hate this, because it could be that they have to renew something. They have to have another season of it or series of it. And oh no, so we're going to be tied to this even though we don't want to be. She's not going to enjoy it, possibly because the brand is going to fail. And maybe the deal is such that she doesn't do as well out of it as she might have hoped to do. 7 of Cups in reverse. And it's going to be egg on face if American Riviera Orchard never comes to pass. But this cooking show is going to be the bomb, according to the cards, allegedly. That's the reading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.